I'm going to show you some of the simple settings that we configure WordPress with so that it is working optimally. We're not going to go through all the nitty-gritty, but I'm just going to show you some of the basics here. So we're looking at the dashboard right now, and we're going to click on Settings. Then we go down to Writing. Now we're going to skip down to Reading. Under Reading, we're going to be able to set what the visitor sees when they first come to your page. And WordPress was designed as a blogging platform, so by default, your latest blog posts will show on the front page. And let me just zip over to the front page and we'll show you what I mean. So here we see the Hello World post, which is the first post on every WordPress blog, and we can delete that when we actually start blogging. If there was more than one post, they would display underneath in a long line. If there were enough of them, you would have the option of clicking on previous posts down at the bottom here. So let's go back to our dashboard. What we'd prefer to do, though, is set a static page for the front page. We're going to pick our home page. So I put the little radius checkbox beside a static page, and I'm going to go down to Home and select that. And for my posts page, I am looking for a blog page. So we can actually pick any other page. Perhaps events could be our blog page. If we select events as our posts page, then the blog pages, the latest blog pages will be shown instead of the events page. So the content that you currently have on the page events will be hidden. And you can always change that later. The information doesn't go away. And you can see we have the blog pages show at most 10 posts, which means that there will be 10 posts, the 10 newest posts on the list. The next thing I want to draw your attention to is the permalinks. By default, WordPress uses the page ID in the URL, which is the address up here, right, when you're navigating the site. But what we would like to do is use a more friendly name. So we select post name as our URL structure, and we hit Save Changes. This is going to make much nicer website addresses for folks who are bookmarking your pages. So when we go back to the public side, if we click on Location, for instance, the URL at the top will be learn.nmgcanada.net/location. Before, it would have been p equals and then some numeric value. So those are some of the basic WordPress configurations that you should set up if they haven't already been set up by your website designer.